Hey guys, it's Leanne. Welcome to my YouTube channel if you're new here, or welcome back. So today's video is a Foundation Friday video and I'm going to be reviewing the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Glow Illuminating Foundation, which is what's on my skin now and has actually been on my skin for 12 hours. Yeah, for some reason I'm doing the intro after, and I normally do the intro first, but I'm actually doing the intro at the end, at the end of the day. So yeah, this foundation has been on the skin for 12 hours and I've actually taken a nap and everything today for about 4 hours. So yeah, this is how the skin's looking. So obviously this review is going to be a review of this foundation, but it's also going to be a 12-hour wear test. So if you want to know my honest thoughts and opinions on the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Glow Illuminating Foundation, which is a medium to full coverage, then obviously just stick around and keep on watching. Also, before we jump into this Makeup Revolution foundation review, I just want to add, can you please give this video a like? Please leave me some feedback and please subscribe if honest makeup reviews and very informative makeup tutorials are your thing. That's what this channel's all about. So if that's something you're interested in, please think about subscribing. I also do quite a few makeup giveaways, and on that note, I've actually got a little announcement to make. So I actually done a few weeks back a dupe video for the Fenty Beauty single lipstick. So the dupe for the Fenty Beauty single lipstick was actually the e.l.f. satin lipstick, and this is in the shade Nectar. So I'd done a little competition where if anybody could guess the brand or the shade that the dupe was, that I would actually be giving away some of the dupes. So no one won, no one guessed it, but these products are quite new, so I kind of thought, you know what, it could be a bit unfair. So anyway, back to the point. The point is, I picked up 3 of these e.l.f. Nectar lipsticks, and I'm actually going to be announcing the winners. These are just random winners. I just picked 3 random winners who actually followed the rules and participated in the little giveaway. So Anu Khatri is one of the winners. Stephanie Clark is another one of the winners. And there's another girl who is called Aurelia Nelsha. I think I've pronounced that right, hopefully. But yeah, guys, you 3 are the winners, so congratulations. Yeah, so please drop me a DM, which I'm going to leave my Instagram on screen anyway. For everyone to follow, please come join me, little Instagram fam. But yes, to my winners, please drop me a DM with your address, name, etc. and I will get these sent out ASAP. Congratulations. Obviously, for anyone new watching this, please think about subscribing, as I actually do regular giveaways on this makeup channel. So yeah. So to start off with the skin today, I'm going to be priming with NYX's the Marshmallow Primer. So I've actually done a review on this and I'm going to link it in the description bar, so go and check it out if you want to know my honest thoughts and opinions. But obviously I'm using it again, so that just should tell you that I actually really love this product. But if you want the more in-depth reasons why, then obviously go and check out that tutorial. Well, that review. It smells so nice. So obviously for the foundation today, I'm going to be going in with the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Glow Illuminating Foundation. And this is a medium to full coverage foundation. And it's got lotus flower extract and vitamin C. And it is an illuminating foundation, so this will be interesting to see what this is actually like. It has been out for a while, but I think it's one of their newer release foundations anyway. So I'm going to be giving this a try today. But before I do, I'm actually just going to be reading out some of the claims and a little bit more information about like what shade it is and the price and stuff. Obviously, like I've said, Makeup Revolution Conceal and Glow Illuminating Foundation. Now, it's a medium to full coverage. I'm going to try and build it up to a full coverage, as that's just the type of look that I like. The shade I've picked up is F9, which I think should be right for me. Yeah, I think that should be about right for me. So I did notice that this bottle contains 23 mils of foundation, which is 7 mils less than a regular foundation. Like, most regular foundations contain 30 mils or 33 mils. So this one is 23 mils. Yeah, it contains a little bit less product, but that's just a side note. It's not to put you off or anything, but yeah, it contains less product. Now, the price of this foundation is £10. Now, in terms of the formula, what it says on Beauty Bay's website is that this is a lightweight, buildable, radiant finish foundation. It's infused with vitamin C to brighten and light reflecting pale pigments to give skin a soft, focused, radiant glow. So all of that to me sounds really good. Now, there's not that many big claims. You know, the way some foundations claim like to last 30 hours or anything like that. That doesn't really seem to have that as its main focus. It just seems to be a lightweight, buildable, radiant finish foundation, giving the skin a soft focus. Yeah, so there's not that many big claims, so let's just give this a try anyway. So it does have a pump, which is always useful, because obviously I can then tell you how many pumps I've actually used and how far the product was able to spread per pump around the face. So I've used 2 pumps up to now, which I'm going to be applying right now. So I'm just going to be taking the ecotools angled foundation brush. And it does smell a little bit, this foundation, you know, like MAC Cosmetics Studio Fix. It's kind of got that same smell as that, if anyone's tried that who's watching. Now, this actually looks quite light, don't you think? A bit too white, but we'll see. I think I've actually tried this before a while ago when I actually first picked it up, and I've been meaning to get around to do a review on it for ages, but I'm finally getting around to doing it now. So yeah, I think the shade should be fine. It just seems really light at first, even though it's F9, which is darker than my other colours in the other Revolution foundation. I think I normally pick up F8.5, I think. But yeah, who knows, it might oxidise a little bit on the skin, so it's actually true to my skin tone, but I normally like foundation to be a little bit deeper than my skin tone, just so it looks a little bit more like bronzier. But obviously I'm going to bronze this up anyway. But yeah, if I was going to purchase this foundation again, I'd definitely probably go 1 shade deeper. But we're just going to have to make it work with this today, because this literally, the Conceal and Glow formula, this is the only one I own. I've got the other Revolution foundation in numerous colours for clients and stuff, but in this Conceal and Glow I've only got this shade, so I'm just going to have to go with it. Okay, so 2 pumps has literally done half the face, so I think that's quite, I don't know, I think it's probably going to take quite a bit of this foundation to cover a full face and to build it up to full coverage, which is what I'm aiming for. So I've just applied another 2 pumps to do this side of the face, and then we'll see how the face is looking and if we need any more pumps, which I think we will, to really build it up. What do we think of the coverage, by the way? Like, it sounds silly, but because it's just so close to my natural skin tone, I feel like it's harder to tell the coverage, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to take some foundation directly to the beauty sponge just to build up a bit more coverage. Okay, so I'm just going to dim the light a little bit. Can anyone see this like redness on the chin? Not getting covered up at all by this foundation. And here, got like a big pimple just under the nose, and again, that's not really getting covered up at all. So I'm going to go in with 2 more pumps now. So this is 6 pumps of foundation, which I think is like quite a lot, really, I think, in my opinion. Does anyone else get a really red chin, or is that just me? Or like, does anyone's makeup always seem to come off on the chin, or is that just me as well? Okay, so as we can see, it is building up. I do feel a bit more comfortable with the chin now that the redness is like not completely covered, but almost completely covered. So I do actually like this foundation so far. By the way, it is so early in the morning. It is literally 20 to 10 in the morning, which is so early for me to be doing tutorials. So this foundation is literally going to be on for absolute hours, like maybe I could probably try and do the full 12 hours today, so we can do a 12-hour wear test, which will be interesting. Not that this foundation, like I've pointed out, makes big claims about lasting, but because it's a radiant, illuminating, dewy foundation, I normally tend to think in my mind they don't last as well as like a more matte. So we'll actually see today. But yeah, I'm just going to do the rest of the makeup now. And I'm not going to be setting the whole face with powder. Like normally I'll go over foundations with a translucent powder just to set it and make sure it lasts. But obviously today, I just kind of want to see what this foundation can do on its own. So I'll just be doing powder under the eyes, maybe a little bit on the forehead. Hey guys, so I'm just checking back in now as I said I would do earlier. So it has actually been 12 hours. I started this makeup and applying this foundation, so the Revolution Conceal and Glow Foundation, at 9:30 in the morning, and I've literally had this on the skin for 12 hours. I've slept for about 4 hours, so I had a midday nap, as you do. So yeah, I've been asleep for about 4 hours, and I've literally laid on both sides of my face, and I can say that the foundation hasn't actually come off, which I'm so impressed about. Bear in mind, it doesn't actually make strong claims about being super long lasting. It was just more about the radiant finish, which I do agree, it definitely does look like a nice radiant finish. I don't think the foundation looks greasy. I think it just does look more radiant. Yeah, I do actually really like the finish of this foundation. And even though it did look a little bit white when I applied it, it's actually worked out fine now that all of the skin products have been applied on top of the foundation. So one thing I do want to comment on, and I think it's important to mention, is that I've noticed that where I've put the powder, you remember I put the powder, I put it on the forehead and I applied powder just under the nose. It actually looks very pory, so this foundation's really emphasising pores in certain areas. So definitely around the lip, just under the nose, and definitely around the chin and in the smile lines as well. I don't think it's good for like filling pores. If anyone's got enlarged pores, then I don't think that this would be like the foundation for you. But apart from that, I think the foundation's gorgeous. I probably would recommend it for the price and the fact that it's cruelty free and vegan. I think that's amazing. So yeah, I probably would recommend it, but if I'm going to be using this foundation again, which I will be, I'd definitely apply it a different way. I'd maybe set the whole face with powder and see if that works out any better, just to test out the theory if it is the powder on top of the foundation that is emphasising pores. So I might try that next time. But overall, I do think it's a good daytime foundation and I do like the finish of it. But yeah, it is emphasising pores and it is cracking a little bit. So as you can see here, it kind of come off a little bit. I'm just going to dim the light to see if you can see that any better. So like here around the nose, redness is showing through, even though this is a medium to full coverage foundation. And on the forehead a little bit, it is separating, but again, that could be where I've applied the powder, or it could just be the foundation. So that's something I definitely need to try this foundation again, but apply it a little bit differently. But overall, I do actually like the finish of the foundation. I would recommend it for the price and would say give it a go, see what you think. I'm not sure if I'd recommend it for obviously someone with oily skin because it's a radiant dewy finish anyway. And right now, although it does look radiant, I could imagine on somebody with oily or greasy skin that it would just look greasy. So probably not the look you want. But yeah, that's literally all I've got to say about this foundation. It's not a life-changing foundation. It's not going to be one of my holy grail foundations, but I do like it. and I'm definitely willing to give it another try. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think of this foundation? Are we impressed that it lasted so long? And I've bear in mind I've obviously been asleep and everything throughout the day. I'm quite impressed with that. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. But before we do go, please give this video a like if you did like it. Please leave me some feedback. Subscribe if you're not already. And please turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of my 3 times weekly uploads. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me today. Thanks for sticking around to the very end. I really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next tutorial.